time to save $1 billion in our business. And now we have a contract, the F-35 fighter. You saw that, right? Yeah. $1.5 trillion. But it's slightly over budget, like $400 million. These numbers are crazy. All I can tell you is we're going to do a good job. Okay? We're going to do a good job. Your taxes are coming down. Regulations are coming off. We're going to get rid of Obamacare because we're going to have strong borders so that when people come into the country, they're going to come into the country legally, which is the way we want to have it. We will build the wall, you know that. We will build the wall. And speaking of walls, so in Turkey tonight, I don't know, has anybody heard? Big disaster took place in Turkey tonight. Many, many, many people killed. A whole big deal going on over there. It's a horror show. So we're going to get things running properly. And again, I want to thank my members.
Breaking news, new video emerging moments ago of the president-elect and his New Year's Eve party at Mar-a-Lago in Florida. Trump appearing to lavish praise on his billionaire business partner from Dubai, a man named Hussein Sajwani.
Hussein and the whole family from the most beautiful people from Dubai are here tonight, and they're seeing it and they love it.
Sajwani's company building the Trump International course in Dubai, now working on a second course designed by Tiger Woods. Brian Stelter is out front. And Brian, you know, here's the thing. He said that there's going to be no more deals done. I'm not going to be interacting with business people. And yet here he is with one of his biggest partners.
And you can build the highest wall imaginable to restrict Donald Trump from his business interests. And yet he'll still know what's on the other side of that wall because he had these relationships for years. And that's the thrust of this issue. He's still hanging out with his business partners, still showing up with them in social settings. Yeah. Now, his spokeswoman tonight is saying this was simply a social setting, no business conducted, this was no big deal. But we see it on the videotape.
I mean, it's a big deal. You have the partner and his entire family come in from Dubai for your holiday party at Mar-a-Lago.
It speaks volumes. And also, let's keep in mind how we're seeing this. This is a leaked videotape from one of the partygoers at Trump's New Year's Eve party. The press was not allowed into this event. Trump said they were. They were not. They were not in the back of the room, even though he was calling the media garbage during this event. This was a leaked videotape. The fact that we're learning about what Trump is doing through photographs and videos that are leaked by partygoers, it says a lot about how unavailable he's been to the press.
So what else did he say?
One of the most interesting parts of the tape, CNN.com is we're going through this tape and it's online now. People can check it out. One of the most interesting conversations he has on stage, talking with all of his friends at this party, was about his wife Melania and about how he says she was a big factor in his election. Here's what he said about Pennsylvania.
And then Melania went to Pennsylvania, made a speech. And after she made that speech, my poll numbers went through the roof. So we won Pennsylvania first time in 38 years.
Remember, one of the most important states for Trump on election night, Pennsylvania, it was that key state, 20 electoral votes. He's saying that late in the race speech by Melania was a difference maker for his campaign.
Now, other people in the room, you had Sylvester Stallone, you had Fabio, you had other billionaires.
Yeah, we know about Fabio because of a photo with Fabio and Joe Scarborough that leaked out. You know, there's these photos. We're sort of learning about these events through the attendees, which isn't a terrible thing. It's not unheard of, but it is unusual. And it's a reminder that we're not hearing from Trump directly on these matters. He was going to have that press conference in December about his businesses. Then he delayed it till January. Now it's the second day of January. We're waiting to see when he's going to address this publicly with the press and with the public about his plans for his businesses.
And even in that room, he said he's building the wall, went through all of his promises. What was the reaction?
And it brings up this larger issue about how, you know, guests were allowed to come to this event. They were allowed to buy tickets, about $500 plus. He says he doesn't care about the guests who paid admission to the event. He cared about the members of his club, his friends who were there. But I think this tape, this leaked videotape, reiterates the concern about the fact that you could pay to come to one of his events. And then once you're at his event, he's talking about his plans as president. This is a very clear demonstration of how policy and personal life is mixing for Donald Trump.
All right, Brian Stelter. Thank you.
Thanks.
And next, the breaking news. Trump tonight responding to North Korea's New Year threat. North Korea is saying they're about to have a nuclear weapon that could hit the mainland United States.
Hussein and the whole family from the most beautiful people. beautiful people from Dubai are here tonight, and they're seeing it and they love it. And again, I want to thank my members. I don't really care too much about their guests because the ones that really care about the members, I don't give a shit about their guests. I just love my members. Right out.